Hello and Assalamualaikum. Welcome to another lecture session for EPO 626 Sustainable Energy Management. So for this lecture, we will start with a new topic, that is the measurement and verification, part 1. And this is the topic which we have discussed slightly during our previous lecture. So for this lecture, we will look into measurement and verification. Okay, what are the objectives and the some of energy scenarios in Malaysia. Again, we will discuss on that. We will look into what are Malaysian efforts towards sustainable energy efficiency. Okay, what is EPC, energy performance contracting? Okay, why, what, and who should be using measurement and verification? Okay, the definition, the context, the protocol, the purpose, principles of MNV, measurement and verification. So for a start, we look into our motivation on why measurement and verification is being done. Okay, so motivation number 1 is energy prices and global warming. That is to mitigate this risk through sustainable energy management and efficiency. And with that, you have the MNV activities. That is the performance of these energy conservation measures. It depends on the how the MNV activities is done. Okay, throughout metering, modeling, and reporting. And so in other part of the world, you have the MNV guideline and protocol, but in Malaysia, you have no specific guideline or common practices that is being used by ESCO for determining energy savings. But that was in the past. So recently, we have more unified guideline and protocol for Malaysia. And of course, it will be focused on energy conservation measures, and we have many energy conservation measures projects that have been conducted, okay, in the building, okay, by the commercial and industrial players. Okay, and the objective of MNV is to facilitate the ESCO and the facility owners to develop a proper MNV plan according to a standard or protocol, and to execute and supervise the implementation, and to produce a proper energy savings report, okay, according to the standards and protocol. Okay. And other objective is to build human capital, that is to produce certified measurement and verification practitioner in order to conduct, okay, energy saving projects and to do reporting, okay, energy saving reportings. So this is a energy scenario in Malaysia. Okay, you have. So this is quite the past data. In 2012, we have our energy balance. Okay. So to say that our energy balance is quite good. Okay, between the gas, coal, and hydro. And but then seeing the entry of the renewable energy. Okay. So currently Malaysia is actively promoting renewable energy, but from a recent study, okay, so you have a grid parity, okay, that is estimated in 2026 or 2027, okay. And looking into the supply side, okay, so previously we depended more on gas, But then we have issues such as depletion of gas reserve. Okay, there's a limitation supply from Petronas. Okay, we have price volatile, and of course greenhouse gases. Okay, contribution of CO2 emission. Okay, the same thing with coal. Okay, coal is fully imported, so you have that price volatile. Okay, and most of the other countries in the world are using coal also. You have shortage of coal. You have the increase in coal prices, and of course you have highest CO2 emission from coal. And options that we have is on the renewable energy, but still you have high cost per kilowatt hour, and still in Malaysia it's in low capacity. And also we have discussed on the grid parity. Okay, so within this current situation, current prices of energy, you have a grid parity in the year of 2026. And also we have other options such as nuclear. Okay, but nuclear is very risky. You have issues such as the safety of the nuclear power plant. Okay, of course in Malaysia we have problems with public acceptance. Okay, and within the recent Fukushima incident. Okay, so you have waste disposal and so on. And for that, we are facing a energy crisis here. Okay, and but then that will be on the supply side. So let's look into the demand side, where we can improve also on the demand side. Okay, which is if you can see the load duration graph in 2012. Okay, so you can see that the brown line is our the load duration curve. So you see that we have our peak. Okay, our peak load is quite high. It's up to in 2012 it's around 130,000. Okay, so we can try to manage our demand side, which we can try to reduce our maximum demand. Okay, is simulated in the blue line here. Okay, so the reduced utility investment on the generation transmission facility to meet the peak demand. Okay, which occurs very less hours in a year, to a modified load duration curve for demand side participation. Okay, so in the sense that we can tackle this issue by the demand side. Okay, so demand side participation through energy savings and efficiency could help solve this energy crisis problem. And looking into sustainable energy efficiency, so in Malaysia, the Ministry of Energy, Technology and Water, okay, previously it was Ministry of Energy, Green Technology and Water, is responsible to promote energy efficiency, or in short term is EE, on the activities. And the acceptance from the government and industries in Malaysia towards energy management and efficiency are very encouraging. And up until 2012, but now in 2020 we have more than thousands of certified energy managers. Okay, and you have various EE programs that have been conducted. Okay, you have the energy efficiency building showcase model. Okay, we have the auditing and retrofitting existing building into energy efficient buildings. Okay, the MIEIP project, the BSEP project. Okay, many projects and awareness campaigns. Okay, and we have the public work departments, KJKR, acting as a government technical implementing agency, which aims to lead sustainability in building sectors in Malaysia. Okay, throughout formulation and guideline. So for new buildings, the focus is on design, okay, and at the other hand, for existing buildings, initiative is through energy auditing, okay, and energy saving programs or energy performance contracting, EPCs, okay. So in 2012, okay, the JKR PWD aims to achieve 30% energy savings, okay, on the current government building through energy performance contracting, okay. And the government, for government facilities, they have a 5% reduction annual saving target, and the installation subject is subjected to IMA 2008, okay. Buildings that is listed under IMA 2008. So we have discussed on what is IMA 2008 before. And implementation measures is based on EPC, okay, EPC concept, energy performance contract, and also you have this energy management gold standard that is being used, okay, mainly for hospitals. Okay. So the facility management contract with okay, so most of the FM contract has now included the energy management scope. Okay. And you have projects, okay, under BSEP. So what is EPC? What is energy performance contract? Okay. So actually, EPC is quite new, and it's an innovative financing technique that uses the cost savings from the reduced energy consumption to repay the cost of the installation energy conservation measures, ECMs. So you need capital to install your energy conservation measures. So but then that will incur a huge capital expenditure. So they opt to outsource this, okay, to energy conservation, to companies that EPC companies, okay, that we call the ESCO. So it's offered by the ESCO to facility owner, and the contract is made between these two parties. Okay. And this financing techniques allows the facility owners to reduce energy use, okay, and achieve energy saving without the capital expenses. So the cost is borne by the ESCO, and so it's paid back, okay, throughout the energy savings created in the facility. Okay. And in this scenario, the ESCO has taken on the project's performance risk, okay, by a guarantee, okay, guaranteeing a special level of energy savings. Okay. So this is done through engineering calculation, okay, to project the performance risk, okay, and its compensation for the risk is directly tied to the achieving savings. Okay. So okay, so EPC generally includes the ESCO, okay, performs energy audit in the facility, okay. So to determine what possibilities energy reduction can be done. So ESCO formulates the engineering works. This includes technical detail relating to the design plans of various retrofitting measures, and then they will install the as they plan, install the equipment, okay, retrofitting measures as planned. And then the ESCO will guarantee the facility owner that the project will work at a specific level of energy savings, and the capital will be incurred by the ESCO. Okay, and ESCO will get profit through the savings that's been done monthly. Okay, so not all things are rosy and good, but we have some literature on US experience in EPC. And so in the US, at the best, EPC at the best, it provides owner funding for installation of energy saving projects and the assurance of energy savings. It provides owner project management. Okay, engineering design and evaluation will create savings. Okay, ECM installation in the facility and performance contracting, and measurement performance of the ECM and maintenance. So that's the best. Okay, at the best. Okay, and at the worst experience, okay, you have the project is conducted with bad project management. Okay, and sometimes you have bogus engineering. Okay, so lack of project plan, and it's poorly executed. Okay, and also you have too many subcontractors get involved. Okay, so sometimes ESCO is only the brokerage role. Okay, and they have sometimes you have bogus monitoring. Okay, it's not supported by hard data. Claims, okay, are not supported by hard data. There is no ongoing maintenance of the ECM, and the owner does not have knowledge on the ECM engineering design. Okay, and has been taken advantage by the ESCO. So with this problem that the owner faces, so indeed the owner, okay, so verification by an independent verifier is required, okay, in this position. And measurement and verification. What is measurement and verification? It's a measure used to measure. Okay, measurement and verification is a tool that is used to measure and verify a defined, disciplined, rigorous, and transparent way. Okay, the energy savings, okay, resulting from implementation of ECM. Okay, so it's a technique, or it's a tool on how we want to identify savings, but in a proper way. Okay, in a studied way. So this is done without regards to the energy performance of any facility or component in the facility other than the one which a change in energy infrastructure is implemented. And so this technique, MNV techniques, provides certainty that reported results are real and it's reliable and verifiable. Okay. So this is from IPMVP, so International Protocol in Measurement and Verification Procedures, okay, Volume 1. So measurement and verification is the process of using measurements to reliably determine the actual savings, okay, created, okay, within an individual facility by an energy management program. Okay, so that's the definition from the IPMVP. And so we look into why we want to use measurement and verification, this technique. So so when the executive and organization, they want to know how much they have saved and how long their savings will last. Okay, so they have executed energy savings, okay, ECMs, and they want to know how much they have saved. So to prove that the energy savings projects has been successful, or inability of project partners to agree on how savings can be measured and verified. So this will define on what are the proper ways on how we want to measure savings. Okay, so if they enter a EPC contract, so they want to know the methodology also, method on how to calculate savings. So again, to quantify the performance of the ECM, okay, so they want to quantify the performance of the CM. And projects with strong MNV results in substantially higher level of savings than projects that have little or no MNV. Okay, so yeah, if you do a proper MNV within within one ECM, so you can project or you can report a higher savings, okay, with projects or ECM that has not, okay, been MNV has not been conducted. Okay. And we look into who should use the MNV. Okay, so MNV, this tool can be used by persons involved in GHG, okay, greenhouse gas emission performance of renewable energy projects. Okay, of course, for building owners and managers, facility managers, plant engineers. Okay, also for energy servicing companies, okay, energy auditors, okay, who provides advice on deliver energy savings through EPC, and also the energy policy makers, okay, on reporting on energy saving policies and programs for portfolio of facilities. So the context of MNV, okay, so it's usually, okay, used whenever the savings needed to be verified, okay, such as for energy efficiency projects, okay, for energy performance contracting, okay, for energy efficiency programs, or when the owner, okay, wants to know, okay, wants his verification for internal accounting purposes. So the protocol, okay, standard and protocol that's been used is mostly is being used is the IPMVP. Also for particularly in air conditioning, the ASHRAE guideline 14. Okay, also you have the US DOE Federal Energy Management Project guidelines, okay, and also the California Energy Evaluation Protocols that's been used. Okay, but most widely used is the IPMVP. So this can be downloaded, okay, here. Okay, you can download the IPMVP, and this one is the previous version, 2014 version, so you have a more latest version. And they have several publications. So so for volume 1 is on the concept to determine savings for energy and water. Okay, so you have for new construction, you have for IEQ, and so on. So we look into the purpose of MNV. Of course, is to increase the energy savings. Okay, so by then it accurately determines the energy savings and gives the facility owners valuable feedback, okay, on their ECMs. Okay, and also the purpose of MNV is for document, okay, to document finance transaction. Okay, so this can help to on the documentation for financial transaction. And so the EE savings are the basis for the performance based financial payment to the EPC. Okay, it also enhances financing for efficient projects, so it increases transparency, okay, and the credibility of the ECM. Okay, so in a sense, it increases the confidence of the investors, okay, the managers, to conduct more energy efficiency projects. Okay, and it creates more chances to get the finance. Okay. Okay, and if some building that goes for building certification, okay, green building certification, it added, okay, value. Okay, it adds the value on the reporting for green building certification. And it can help to manage energy budgets. So feedback from the MNV can be used to change the facility operating conditions in order to set a proper budget. Okay, and of course, having MNV can improve design, operation, and maintenance. Okay, so good MNV helps managers to discover and reduce maintenance and operation problem. Okay. It also supports evaluation of regional efficiency program. Okay, so it can be used to evaluate savings at selected energy users. Okay, for utility or government programs, and of course to educate staff and public. Okay, to increase public acceptance, awareness. Okay, on the emission reduction, and this encourages investment in energy efficiency projects. Okay. So principle of MNV. Okay, you have 6 principles of MNV. So in executing MNV process, okay, so we stick to this 6 principle. So first, it must be consistent. Okay, so the reporting of an energy project's effectiveness should be consistent between different types of energy efficiency projects. Okay. And it must be accurate. Okay, MNV report should be accurate as the MNV budget will allow, and the cost should be small relatively to the cost of the energy saving measures. Okay, the MNV cost should be small relative to the cost of the energy saving measures. Okay, so some thumb rule, they say that not more than 5%, or so what JKR guideline, most of the cases MNV cost is only takes up 1% or 0.5% of the total cost. So MNV should be conservative. Okay, because in MNV process it involves uncertainty. So we take the least okay, the most conservative results, opinion as our results. And procedures and calculations should be designed to underestimate savings. Okay. And of course, it must be transparent. All MNV activities should be clearly and fully disclosed. Should be relevant. Okay, savings should measure relevant parameters, and less significant parameters will be estimated. And last, it must be complete. Okay, so reporting of energy savings should consider all significant effects. Okay, so you can do some more further readings on the reference here. Okay, and with that, thank you and have a nice day.